County. How can I help you?
Is there a police chief or somebody in a higher command at the police department I can talk to?
I can transfer you, but due to everyone being off today, they wouldn't reach out today.
Oh, they won't? Is there anybody in there that I can talk to about a particular issue that I have?
I can try to transfer you to our front desk.
All right, that sounds good.
The party you are trying to reach is not available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Well, I tried reaching out to the City of Anderson, South Carolina Police Department based on the last video. If you missed that, there's a link right up there at the top of the page. But I do want to show you there was nobody available, of course. I tried to get a hold of the police chief. His name is Chief Jim Stewart. I wanted to talk to Jim Stewart about the, possibility of relocating my family to Anderson, South Carolina, that has the population of around 30,000, 29,980 as of 2023. Anderson looks like a really, really nice place, but make no mistake, it is a dangerous place with the likes of officers like J. Owens and N. Viziano and S. Millington, because they are going to stick to the thin blue line code of dishonor, protecting their buddies no matter how criminally insane they might be.
For what? Officer safety?
I'm telling you right now, take your hand
Oh,
out
he's
your
got a
pocket.
gun drawn.
Sir?
He's got his gun drawn
Take
for
your
a
hand out your
man
pocket.
with a camera coming up to a cop car
Take your hand out
that's
your
sitting in a
pocket.
parking lot.
Go try and get your little lawsuit and get out of my fucking face.
What?
Go on. Go try and get your fucking lawsuit and get out of my face. Go.
But I draw a special kind of comfort and maybe solace in the fact that there are a lot of people who are commenting underneath the City of Anderson, South Carolina Police Department, who are incensed at what Jay Owens did to a member of the public as he was just trying to work his way across a parking lot, exercising his right to record the police, perfectly in line with First Amendment constitutional freedoms. Let's just take a look at a couple of these comments, shall we? Joshua says, "Cop, I'm scared, so you don't have rights anymore." And Jay Owens did say something tantamount to, "I'm fearing for my safety, so I got to do a Terry frisk on it. A man's got to put his hands on another man." Randy says, "Another idiot cop that doesn't know the law." Gary Grant says, "Cops who can't control their egos like Officer Owens kill just like speeding does." And the reason he's saying that is because this is an anti-speeding post from this Anderson, South Carolina Police Department. If he's scared of his own shadow, maybe he should find a new career. You cowards better do something about that ignorant, unprofessional thug and make it public. And the something that they should do is put that person in jail. Something that I failed to ask or mention in my last video is, what if you or I pulled a gun on somebody that we considered to be loitering in a public place? What if somebody had their camera out and they were trying to film us? What if we got out of our vehicles and we pointed a loaded gun at them? What do you think the cops would do to us, especially if they had the crime on camera? Dean says, "What have you done about the Owens situation? Public safety is at stake here." David says, "We the people all across the United States are watching. I'm giving you a lawful order to take your hands out of your pockets." Hilarious. "I have still yet to find that law," says Shanny. "Very unprofessional of you, Mr. Scaredy Pants. You made very bold statements with no RAS. Reasonable, articulable suspicion. No probable cause even. Also, pulling a gun for ego is very, very dangerous for any person, not citizen. Now, are we ready to learn our alphabet?" Michael Bruce says, "Public servant Owens is a real piece of you-know-what. He should be kicked off any blue line gang for being a liability. Doesn't even know what a public servant can and can't do. Hopefully, he no longer has a job for his stupidity and liabilities." And again, we would be imprisoned for doing that. That would be seen as absolutely over the top by any police department, including corrupt police departments. You don't pull out a loaded gun and aim it at somebody unless you intend to use it. Jonathan says, It's like you intentionally hire the dumbest people you can find to be a cop and then promote the dumbest among them. You wonder why people don't like you? Your department deserves everything it's got coming to it, and that goes double for Officer Owens. He better be safe out there. Richard says, I just seen the video of Officer Owens. Holy cow. Seriously? Why so angry? Honestly, who gives a F if a guy walks by with a camera? This is not the right temperament for the trade. This guy is a liability. Why would you hire a police officer that cannot control his emotions? This doesn't look like fear to me. It looks more like bullying. Even after the pat down, the Officer Owens, still could not calm down. Sad excuse. Jerry says, what about Officer Owens pulling a gun on a man with a camera? He's more dangerous than a little speeding could ever be. Randy says, Owens is a coward. A man who walks up to his car with a camera and gets a gun pulled on him? This man should not be an officer and should not be carrying a weapon, not even a blowgun. Another one from Michael says, I hope he doesn't have a wife and kids. If so, I feel sorry for them. You can tell he bullies and manipulates them, probably even beats them. David Gunn says, I know why people hate y'all. Chris Bay, who put a link to James Freeman's video, says, I'm just wondering if Officer Jay Owens pulls his firearm and points it at every civilian he comes in contact with. Not only that, but he goes on to illegally detain and search them? I guess I'll wait on the news of Owens shooting an unarmed civilian since he is clearly unhinged and can't control himself. He's going to lose your city a lot of money in lawsuits. I would suggest some retraining at the very least. This is why people hate cops and call you tyrants. This behavior is unprofessional and dangerous, and this man is a disgrace to the badge and the city of Anderson Police Department. Also, before you click delete on this post and or block me from commenting further, know that I take screenshots of every post I make on Facebook. The Supreme Court has ruled that these pages are a public forum and you don't get to delete any comments that is not licking your boots. Don't cost your city any more money by giving me cause to sue, as it seems like Owens will be doing that enough. Derek says, speed doesn't kill, cops do. Brian Hooper says, well, the comments escalated quickly, just like pignorant Officer Owens. Chaz says, so if a cop tells me to jump off a bridge, I have to do it in those cops' eyes because that's a lawful order? Obviously not. These cops don't know what a lawful order actually means. Just because a cop says something doesn't make it a lawful order. There has to be laws, statutes, municipal codes, something to back it up. Just because a cop tells someone to bend over so he can have his way with them doesn't make it a lawful order. Please learn the law. Brandishing a firearm allegedly is a crime. Threatening law-abiding citizens exercising their constitutional rights is a crime. The only criminals in that video were wearing badges. Owen needs a reality check, and Anderson needs to hold your deputies accountable when they commit crimes. And then he ends by saying, the only true sovereign citizens in America wear badges. Laws apply to everyone else except cops. Larry says, Owens is a complete problem. Gonna get you in a lot of lawsuits. Hopefully, he doesn't kill someone. This person says, I heard Owens likes to sit in dark parking lots watching and doing weird stuff. No wonder he was so shook. It does make me wonder what Owens was doing as he was sitting in that government-funded vehicle wasting taxpayer gas money. Rick says, I have never seen a thug cop back down 1 inch from a statement they make. Owens could have just left a law-abiding citizen alone, but he escalated the situation to the maximum in a minimum amount of time. This man is going to eventually kill someone because he fears for his safety. If he is that much of a fraidy cat, he needs to be dismissed from a job that requires him to carry a firearm. He's going to cost this town a lot of money sometime in the near future. And I'll just end with Amy. She says the good cop, bad cop question can be disposed of decisively. We need only consider the following. Number one, every cop has agreed as part of his job to enforce laws. All of them. Number 2, many of the laws are manifestly unjust or even cruel and wicked. Number 3, therefore, every cop has agreed to act as an enforcer of laws that are manifestly unjust or even cruel and wicked. Therefore, there are no good cops. Officer safety, which is cowardice, trumps all your rights. Again, I did try to reach out to the City of Anderson Police Department, but the operator patched me through to the police department and I got an answering machine. I'll leave the link to the City of Anderson Police Department Facebook page in the description if you want to leave them a wholesome comment. And if I see your comment, I may do a video on it in the future. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep on recording the Officer Owens of the world.